What is happening with Charlie Woods lately? And what's on the horizon for this young talent in the future?
The restaurant buzzed with its usual chaos, plates clinking, orders being shouted, and customers lost in their meals. Among the sea of faces, one stood out, a young boy with a familiar presence. Charlie Woods, the rising golf prodigy, sat quietly, waiting for his order. When a simple act of kindness from a waitress led to her losing her job, it seemed like the end of the line for her. But what happened the next day wasn't just unexpected, it was life-changing. Simone's life and backstory. Simone was a woman many people could relate to, hardworking, loving, and always putting others before herself. She was a single mother in her early 30s, raising a bright-eyed 7-year-old boy named Elijah. Life hadn't been easy for Simone, but she carried on with resilience and grace, determined to give her son a better future. Her days were long and exhausting as she juggled 2 jobs to make ends meet. During the mornings, she worked part-time as a cashier at a local grocery store. In the evenings, she pulled long shifts as a waitress at an upscale restaurant in the heart of the city. The restaurant where Simone worked was a place where the wealthy dined, often hosting celebrities, athletes, and high-profile business people. For Simone, this job was both a blessing and a challenge. It paid better than most waitressing jobs in the area, which was crucial for covering her rent, Elijah's school fees, and medical bills for her elderly mother, who lived with them and needed frequent care. But working there wasn't easy. The restaurant's high standards meant Simone had to be on her feet for hours, juggling multiple tables, memorizing complicated orders, and maintaining a polished demeanor no matter how difficult the customers were. Simone's workplace wasn't free from challenges beyond the physical demands. As one of the few black employees in the restaurant, she often felt the sting of discrimination, both subtle and overt. While some of her coworkers were friendly and supportive, others treated her with indifference or outright hostility. She'd overheard whispered comments questioning her competence, and had noticed how she was often given the least desirable shifts or tables. The management wasn't much better. Her boss was quick to criticize and slow to praise, often ignoring her hard work while openly commending others. Despite these challenges, Simone took pride in her job. She had a natural warmth and empathy that made her popular with many of the regular customers. People appreciated her genuine smile, attentive service, and ability to make anyone feel at home, no matter who they were. To Simone, every diner was important, whether they were a billionaire CEO or a couple celebrating their anniversary on a tight budget. Her kindness wasn't a tactic, it was who she was. At home, Simone was equally dedicated. After her shifts, she would come home late at night, often too tired to do much more than tuck Elijah into bed and sit for a few moments with her mother. She rarely had time for herself, but she never complained. Her love for her family kept her going, even on the toughest days. Elijah adored her, often drawing her pictures or leaving little notes that read, "You're the best mom ever." Those small gestures were enough to remind Simone why she worked so hard. Simone also had a strong sense of integrity. She believed in doing the right thing, even when it was inconvenient or costly. This was evident in how she treated everyone equally, from the dishwasher in the kitchen to the wealthy patrons she served. Her values had been shaped by her upbringing. Her mother had always taught her to stand up for herself and others, no matter the consequences. While Simone's life was full of challenges, it was also full of purpose. She wasn't chasing luxury or fame. She just wanted to provide for her family and live with dignity. She dreamed of a day when she wouldn't have to choose between paying bills and buying Elijah a new pair of shoes. Until that day came, she worked tirelessly, holding on to the hope that her hard work and kindness would one day make a difference. The fateful day. Simone's day at the restaurant started like any other. She arrived early, her uniform freshly ironed, and a hopeful smile on her face despite the exhaustion tugging at her. It had been a long week of double shifts, and the strain was beginning to show, but Simone wasn't one to complain. She needed this job. It kept the lights on, the rent paid, and food on the table for her young daughter and elderly mother. The restaurant was bustling that evening. Located in an upscale part of town, it catered to wealthy clients who expected flawless service and weren't shy about voicing their displeasure if something went wrong. Simone, known for her grace under pressure, managed to navigate the chaos with a calm demeanor, though the stress was ever present. As the hours ticked by, the tables filled up with a mix of regular patrons and first-time visitors. Simone dealt with her share of challenges. One customer sent back their meal 3 times, another complained that the wine wasn't chilled enough, and a couple bickered loudly, disrupting the peaceful atmosphere. Through it all, Simone remained professional, though she silently longed for the end of her shift. In the middle of the dinner rush, a boy walked in with a small group. He looked to be around 14 or 15, with an air of quiet confidence. Simone didn't recognize him immediately, but there was something striking about him. He wasn't flashy or loud like some of the other young customers she'd encountered. Instead, he seemed polite and reserved, saying thank you to the host who showed him to a table and pulling out a chair for one of his companions before sitting down himself. As she approached their table, Simone caught snippets of their conversation. The boy spoke softly, asking thoughtful questions and listening intently to the answers. It wasn't until she reached the table with water glasses that she recognized him. Charlie Woods, the son of golf legend Tiger Woods. She didn't follow golf closely, but she'd seen enough headlines to know who he was. Despite his fame, Charlie didn't carry himself with the arrogance Simone had seen in other celebrity clients. He greeted her with a smile and placed his order politely, making sure to ask if certain dishes could be made without specific ingredients due to his dietary preferences. It was refreshing to see someone so well-mannered, especially at such a young age. As the evening progressed, Simone couldn't help but notice something unusual. Charlie seemed a bit distracted, occasionally checking his pockets and glancing at his phone with a concerned expression. At one point, he leaned over to one of his companions, whispering something that seemed urgent. When Simone returned to clear their plates, she overheard part of the conversation. Charlie was quietly explaining that he'd forgotten his wallet and wasn't sure how to handle the situation without causing a scene. His face reddened slightly as he spoke, clearly embarrassed by the predicament. Simone felt a pang of empathy. She'd been in tight spots before, and she knew how overwhelming it could feel. Without drawing attention to the issue, she leaned in slightly and spoke in a reassuring tone. "Don't worry," she said softly. "I can take care of it for you." Charlie looked up at her, surprised. "Are you sure? I can have someone bring it later. I just don't want to make a fuss." "It's no trouble," Simone replied with a warm smile. "I understand. It happens to the best of us." She discreetly covered the bill herself, using the tip money she'd earned earlier in the shift. It wasn't a small amount, given the restaurant's upscale menu, but Simone didn't think twice about it. For her, helping someone in need, especially someone as kind and humble as Charlie, was worth more than the money. Charlie and his group stayed for a while longer, finishing their desserts and chatting quietly. Before they left, he thanked Simone again, his gratitude evident in his voice. "I really appreciate what you did," he said. "I'll make sure to repay you." Simone brushed off the comment with a light laugh. "Just pay it forward someday," she said, her heart warmed by his sincerity. After they left, Simone returned to her usual routine, attending to other tables and wrapping up her shift. The memory of Charlie's kind demeanor stayed with her, a small bright spot in an otherwise challenging day. But as the restaurant emptied out and the night came to a close, Simone's act of kindness didn't go unnoticed. A co-worker had overheard her conversation with Charlie and mentioned it to their manager. Instead of praising Simone for her generosity, the manager was furious. "You can't just cover someone's bill without approval," he scolded her loudly in the kitchen. "This isn't some charity. If people can't pay, they shouldn't be here." Simone tried to explain the situation, but the manager wouldn't listen. He accused her of breaking company policy and setting a bad example for the staff. Despite her years of hard work and dedication, he decided on the spot to let her go. Simone was stunned. She'd always done her best to go above and beyond for the restaurant, and this was how they repaid her? Holding back tears, she gathered her belongings and left, her mind racing with worry about how she would provide for her family now. As she walked home that night, Simone thought about Charlie's words, "I'll make sure to repay you." She didn't expect anything in return for her kindness, but in that moment, she hoped the universe had something better in store for her. Little did she know, the next day would bring a surprise that would change her life forever. Consequences of her actions. Simone didn't think much of her kind gesture when she decided to help Charlie Woods that evening. It wasn't something extraordinary in her eyes, just an act of humanity. But what she didn't anticipate was how much trouble it would cause her. The next day, the restaurant's manager, Mr. Andrews, called Simone into his office. He was known for his no-nonsense demeanor, and Simone had dealt with his strict policies before. But this time, something felt different. The moment she stepped into his office, she could see the anger written all over his face. Without even asking her side of the story, he launched into a tirade. "Simone," he began, his voice sharp and cold. "Do you have any idea how serious the situation you created yesterday was? Helping a customer without informing management is a direct violation of our policies. We have rules in place for a reason." Simone was caught off guard. She tried to explain. "Mr. Andrews, it wasn't like that. The young man needed help, and I didn't think—" "Exactly. You didn't think," he interrupted, slamming a folder on his desk for emphasis. "Do you realize how this looks? Favoritism. You can't just decide to bend the rules because you feel like it." His words stung. Simone knew she had acted out of kindness, not favoritism. But Mr. Andrews didn't care about intentions. He cared about policies. To him, Simone's actions were unacceptable and could set a bad example for other employees. He made it clear that the restaurant's reputation came first, and her recklessness had jeopardized that. Simone tried to plead her case, but her words fell on deaf ears. Mr. Andrews wasn't interested in hearing her perspective. Instead, he continued to berate her, making her feel smaller with every word. As if that wasn't humiliating enough, their heated discussion was audible to her co-workers outside the office. She could feel their eyes on her through the glass door, their judgment adding to her shame. Finally, Mr. Andrews dropped the bombshell. "I can't have someone on my team who doesn't respect the rules. You're fired, effective immediately. Collect your things and leave." Simone froze. Fired? The word echoed in her mind, heavy and final. Her job wasn't just a source of income, it was the lifeline that kept her family afloat. She thought about her daughter, Mia, who relied on her for everything. She thought about her mother, whose medical bills seemed to grow larger every month. The weight of their needs crushed her in that moment. I don't understand," she stammered, tears welling up in her eyes. "I've worked here for years. I've always done my best." But Mr. Andrews was unmoved. "And this time, your best wasn't good enough," he said curtly. "Now please leave." Simone walked out of the office, her heart pounding. Her co-workers avoided her gaze, but she could feel the awkward tension in the air. Some of them whispered to each other, likely speculating about what had happened. She wanted to explain, to defend herself, but she knew it wouldn't make a difference. She gathered her belongings quickly, her hands trembling as she stuffed her things into her bag. With every step toward the exit, her mind raced. How would she pay rent next month? What would she tell Mia? She didn't have any savings to fall back on, and finding another job wouldn't be easy. The restaurant industry was competitive, and losing her position like this could tarnish her reputation. As she stepped out into the cold evening air, the reality of her situation hit her like a wave. Tears streamed down her face, and she didn't bother to wipe them away. The streets were bustling with people, but she felt utterly alone. Her kindness, something she had always been proud of, had cost her everything. Simone walked home in a daze, replaying the day's events in her mind. She couldn't understand why doing the right thing had led to such harsh consequences. She had always believed in treating others with compassion, even when life wasn't kind to her. But now, she wondered if that belief had been naive. When she finally reached her small apartment, she sat on the couch, staring blankly at the wall. The weight of her circumstances pressed down on her, making it hard to breathe. She thought about the bills she couldn't pay, the groceries she wouldn't be able to buy, and the disappointment she'd see in Mia's eyes when she had to explain why things would be even tougher from now on. Simone felt defeated. Her entire world had been turned upside down because she chose to help someone in need. And yet, despite the pain and uncertainty, a small voice in her heart whispered that she had done the right thing. It didn't make her situation any easier, but it was a tiny flicker of hope in an otherwise dark moment. Little did Simone know, this was not the end of her story. Her act of kindness had set something in motion that would soon change her life in ways she could never have imagined. But for now, all she could do was sit with her heartbreak, unsure of what the future held. The day after. The next day, Simone woke up feeling a heaviness in her chest. The events of the previous evening replayed in her mind like a bad dream. Losing her job felt like a crushing blow, not just because it was her primary source of income, but because it felt so unjust. She had done something kind, something she believed was right, and yet it had cost her everything. As she sat at her small kitchen table, sipping coffee and staring out the window, she thought about her son and her elderly mother. How was she going to take care of them now? Life had always been a struggle, but this felt like too much to bear. Simone's mind wandered to the kindness she had shown the boy, Charlie. She hadn't thought twice about helping him. He was polite and seemed so sincere. He hadn't asked for her help outright, but she could tell he was in a bind. Covering his bill hadn't seemed like a big deal at the time. Just a small act of kindness for someone who needed it. But her boss had seen it differently, accusing her of breaking the rules and treating her as if she'd done something terrible. The humiliation stung almost as much as losing the job itself. The hours dragged on, and Simone couldn't shake the sense of despair. She sent out a few job applications online, but the thought of starting over, finding another job, and rebuilding everything felt overwhelming. As the afternoon stretched into evening, she sat on the couch, absently scrolling through her phone, trying to distract herself from her worries. That's when there was a knock at the door. Simone frowned, surprised. She wasn't expecting anyone. She stood up, hesitating for a moment before opening the door. Standing on her doorstep were two well-dressed individuals, one man and one woman, holding a small bouquet of flowers and a gift bag. They smiled warmly at her, but Simone's first thought was confusion. Who were these people, and why were they here? "Hi, are you Simone?" the woman asked gently. "Yes," Simone replied cautiously. "Can I help you?" The man stepped forward slightly. "We're here on behalf of the Woods family. Charlie and his father, Tiger Woods, wanted us to personally deliver a message to you." Simone's eyes widened in shock. "Charlie Woods," she repeated, her voice barely above a whisper. She hadn't expected to hear that name again, let alone have someone show up at her door because of him. "Yes," the woman confirmed with a smile. "Charlie told his father about what you did for him yesterday. He was incredibly moved by your kindness and wanted to make sure you knew how much it meant to him." Simone blinked, trying to process what she was hearing. I don't understand. I just helped him with a small thing. It wasn't a big deal." The man shook his head. "It was a big deal to Charlie. He explained how you went out of your way to help him without expecting anything in return. That kind of generosity isn't as common as it should be, and it really touched him. And his father." Simone felt a lump form in her throat. She wasn't used to being acknowledged for her actions, let alone praised for them. "I was just trying to do the right thing," she said softly. The woman nodded. "And that's exactly why we're here. Tiger and Charlie believe that people like you, people who act selflessly, deserve to be supported. They wanted us to bring you this." She handed Simone the gift bag. Inside was an envelope. Simone opened it with trembling hands and found a letter and a check. The letter was handwritten, signed by both Tiger and Charlie Woods. It expressed their gratitude for her kindness and explained that they wanted to help her get back on her feet. The check was for a substantial amount, enough to cover her expenses for months and allow her some breathing room. Simone's hands began to shake, and tears filled her eyes. This is too much," she stammered. "I can't accept this." The man spoke kindly. "Tiger and Charlie believe in paying it forward. They see this as an opportunity to support someone who embodies the values they care about: kindness, integrity, and compassion. Please, let them do this for you." Simone was overwhelmed. She clutched the letter to her chest, tears streaming down her face. She hadn't expected anything in return for helping Charlie. And now she was being given a chance to start over, to rebuild her life without the constant weight of financial stress. But the surprises weren't over. The woman smiled and added, "There's one more thing. Tiger's team is connected with several organizations and businesses. They'd like to help you find a new job, something better than what you had before. If you're interested, we can set up a meeting to discuss your options. Simone could hardly believe what she was hearing. The offer of a new job was a lifeline, one that could give her a fresh start and allow her to provide for her family without the fear of being treated unfairly again. She nodded, unable to find the words to express her gratitude. The man and woman stayed for a little while longer, chatting with Simone and reassuring her that this wasn't charity. It was recognition of her good heart. When they finally left, Simone sat on her couch, holding the letter and the check, feeling a mix of emotions. She was overwhelmed, grateful, and relieved all at once. In the days that followed, Simone met with representatives from Tiger Woods' team. They helped her secure a new job with a fair and supportive employer. The experience restored her confidence and gave her hope for the future. She also used some of the money to pay off debts and enroll her son in an extracurricular program he had always dreamed of joining. Simone's story didn't just change her own life. It became a source of inspiration for others. When word spread about what had happened, people were moved by the power of kindness and the importance of standing up for what's right. Simone realized that her small act of generosity had created ripples far beyond what she could have imagined. Looking back, Simone understood that losing her job had been a blessing in disguise. It had led her to a better path, one filled with opportunities and the knowledge that doing the right thing, even when it's hard, can lead to extraordinary outcomes. If this story moved you, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who needs a little inspiration today, and subscribe for more powerful stories just like this one. Thank you for watching. Charlie Woods, the son of golf legend Tiger Woods, is a name that has ignited immense curiosity and excitement within the golf community. As the son of the greatest golfer of all time, Charlie's rise in the sport has captured attention, but there's much more to him than what meets the eye. Tiger Woods, who has long been protective of his private life, has opened up about some of the surprising and emotional truths regarding his son. From Tiger's influence on Charlie's game to the unique challenges he faces, this story unveils the complex and heartfelt journey of the Woods family. At the center of it all is Tiger's desire to guide Charlie through life, not only as a golfer, but also as a young teenager. Tiger recently admitted to a struggle that many parents today face: their children's obsession with digital screens. He revealed how much Charlie is consumed by his phone, a habit that frustrates him deeply. Speaking at the PNC Championship, where Tiger and Charlie were paired, Tiger urged his son to look up and take in the beauty of the world around him. "Put your phone away and just look around," he said, expressing his concern that too many kids miss out on life by being glued to their screens. For Tiger, this is not just about golf, it's about life lessons and appreciating the real world beyond the digital one. Charlie Woods' journey on the golf course has already begun to mirror his father's in many ways. The PNC Championship, where father and son team up annually, has offered fans a glimpse into their relationship and Charlie's impressive skills. Watching the two play together feels like witnessing history being written. From the mannerisms Charlie unconsciously mimics, like the way he picks up tees, celebrates good shots, or adjusts his stance, it's clear he is his father's son. Tiger himself has marveled at how Charlie emulates his game. However, the deeper connection between them goes beyond their shared talent for golf. The name Charlie itself holds profound significance in Tiger's life. It is an homage to Charlie Sifford, a trailblazing African-American golfer who broke barriers and paved the way for golfers like Tiger to succeed. Sifford was the first black golfer to compete on the PGA Tour, shattering the Caucasian-only clause that once barred non-white players. Tiger has openly expressed his gratitude to Sifford, saying that without him, his own career might not have existed. Naming his son after Sifford was a heartfelt tribute to the man who changed the face of golf. It's a powerful reminder of Tiger's reverence for history and his hope that Charlie, too, will honor that legacy. As Charlie continues to grow, his role in Tiger's life has become even more meaningful, especially during Tiger's challenging recovery from a near-fatal car accident in February 2021. The crash left Tiger with severe injuries to his right leg, including fractures that required months of intensive rehabilitation. For a man whose life revolved around competing, The possibility of never playing again was devastating. Yet, it was his children, Charlie and his older sister Sam, who gave him the strength to fight through his recovery. Tiger's bond with Charlie has become a source of resilience and hope, proving that their connection goes far beyond golf. Tiger has often spoken about the immense joy he experiences watching Charlie embrace the game of golf. Yet, with that joy comes a measure of caution. Tiger knows firsthand the pressures of the spotlight, and he has expressed concern about the expectations placed on Charlie. Comparisons to Tiger himself are unavoidable, but Tiger has made it clear that he doesn't want Charlie to feel burdened by his legacy. "He's his own person," Tiger once said, emphasizing that Charlie's journey should be his own. At the same time, Tiger can't help but be proud of the similarities they share, even joking about how they both struggle with allergies on the golf course. Allergies have been a quiet but persistent challenge in Tiger's career. He suffers from hay fever, which causes reactions to grass, pollen, and dust, elements that are abundant on any golf course. Charlie, it turns out, has inherited the same issue. Tiger laughed as he described how they both deal with sniffles and sneezes during windy rounds, calling it just a little thing we both have. Genetics, as Tiger explained, play a role, but the shared experience highlights yet another bond between father and son. However, as Charlie's talents continue to shine, so does the spotlight on him. This has sparked debates about whether the intense attention could be too much for such a young golfer. Charlie is often cheered on as Baby Tiger, a nickname that reflects fans' hopes that he will carry on his father's legacy. But Tiger remains cautious. He has spent much of his career protecting his privacy, yet he has now chosen to share more of Charlie's journey with the world. This shift in approach has led many to question whether Tiger is testing Charlie's ability to handle the pressures of fame before setting long-term career goals. For Tiger, golf is not just about winning titles. It's about character, discipline, and passion. These are values he hopes to instill in Charlie, regardless of where his career leads. Tiger has said that he wants Charlie to love the game for what it is, not because of the expectations others place on him. If Charlie decides to pursue golf professionally, it will be on his own terms. Until then, Tiger remains focused on nurturing his son's love for the sport, encouraging him to enjoy every moment and learn from every experience. Charlie's journey so far has shown flashes of brilliance that suggest he may one day achieve great success. His performances at events like the PNC Championship have impressed both fans and critics, with many noting his poise, focus, and talent. But beyond the competition, what stands out most is the bond he shares with his father. Their interactions on the course, whether it's a smile, a fist bump, or a quiet conversation, reveal a relationship built on trust, respect, and mutual admiration. Tiger's recent revelations about his son offer a glimpse into the challenges and joys of raising a teenage golfer. From battles with screen time to shared allergies and emotional recovery from hardship, the Woods family's story is one of resilience, love, and legacy. While the world watches with curiosity, Tiger remains steadfast in his role as a father first and a mentor second. For him, Charlie's happiness and growth matter more than any trophy. The journey of Charlie Woods is still in its early stages, and the road ahead will undoubtedly come with its own challenges and triumphs. Whether or not he follows in his father's footsteps to become a golfing great, Charlie has already proven himself to be a talented and determined young athlete. As Tiger continues to guide him, both on and off the course, one thing is certain: the story of the Woods family is far from over. With each swing, each putt, and each shared moment, Charlie and Tiger are creating a legacy that extends beyond the game of golf. A legacy built on love, perseverance, and the timeless bond between father and son. And so, as the next chapter of the Woods legacy unfolds, Charlie Woods continues to captivate fans with his talent, determination, and the unmistakable influence of his legendary father. While comparisons to Tiger are inevitable, Charlie's journey is his own, shaped by the lessons, values, and love instilled by his family. Whether he chooses to chase greatness on the golf course or forge his own path elsewhere, the world will be watching with anticipation and admiration. One thing is for certain: the bond between Tiger and Charlie is a testament to the power of family, resilience, and passion. And as we witness this remarkable father-son duo, we're reminded that some stories transcend sports. They inspire generations to come, The world may have already met one Woods who changed the game forever, but with Charlie, the future is just beginning. At the heart of their story is Tiger's role as a father. Behind closed doors, away from the cameras, Tiger has worked tirelessly to create an environment where Charlie can flourish. From instilling discipline and practice, to encouraging Charlie to explore his own interests, Tiger understands that greatness isn't just built on talent but on character and mindset. It's why he pushes Charlie to embrace the simple joys of life, to look up from his phone, to appreciate nature, and to understand that success is measured in more ways than trophies. And yet there's no denying the natural gift Charlie possesses. Watching him swing a club is a reminder of Tiger's early days, when the golfing world first saw a young prodigy destined for greatness. Charlie's movements, composure, and precision mirror that of his father, but there's also something uniquely his own in the way he approaches the game. Those who have watched him closely often remark on his calm demeanor, his focus under pressure, and his competitive spirit, all hallmarks of a champion in the making. However, as with any young athlete under a microscope, questions arise. Can Charlie handle the immense expectations placed upon him? Will the comparisons to Tiger fuel his fire or weigh him down? These are challenges that come with being the son of a legend, but Tiger's protective approach offers reassurance. By encouraging Charlie to play for love of the game rather than external validation, Tiger is giving his son the space to grow, learn, and define his own success. The journey ahead will not be easy. Golf, as Tiger himself has shown, is a sport that demands not only physical precision, but mental toughness and resilience. For Charlie, the path will be lined with inevitable challenges, missed putts, difficult tournaments, and moments of self-doubt. Yet, with Tiger by his side, guiding him through the highs and lows,
Sam was fantastic. I mean, this is her first time she's ever done this, and so this is, it couldn't have been any more special for all of us.
Charlie Woods, the teenage golfing sensation and son of the legendary Tiger Woods, has finally stepped out of his father's shadow and left the sports world stunned. At just 15 years old, Charlie is proving he's more than just Tiger's son. From winning a high school state championship to qualifying for the U.S. Junior Amateur, his achievements speak for themselves. With Tiger by his side as a mentor and caddy, Charlie's rapid rise has fans and legends alike buzzing about his future. Charlie Woods wins boys 14-15 division and advances to national championship. In an exciting display of talent and determination, Charlie Woods, the 15-year-old son of golf legend Tiger Woods, won the boys 14-15 division at the Last Chance Regional Tournament. This victory not only highlights Charlie's growing skills, but also secures his spot in the upcoming national championship, a significant milestone in his young golfing career. The tournament took place in sunny Florida, where Charlie faced fierce competition from other talented young golfers. From the very first hole, it was clear that Charlie was ready to rise to the challenge. He played with impressive focus, making smart decisions and showcasing his powerful swing. With every birdie and great shot, he built confidence that carried him through the event. What made this win even more special was having his father, Tiger Woods, by his side as his caddy. The bond between them is evident as Tiger offered guidance and support throughout the rounds. This father-son teamwork added an emotional element to the tournament, showing that Tiger is not just a golf icon, but also a dedicated dad cheering for his son. Charlie's victory is a testament to his hard work and dedication to the sport. While many see him as Tiger's son, he is proving that he has the talent and determination to succeed on his own. As he prepares for the national championship, all eyes will be on Charlie Woods, and the golf world is excited to see what this rising star will achieve next. With his passion and skill, the future looks bright for Charlie. Historic achievement. Charlie secures high school state golf championship at just 15. At just 15 years old, Charlie Woods has already made history by helping his high school golf team secure the Florida State Championship, a feat his legendary father, Tiger Woods, never accomplished at the same age. Competing as part of the Benjamin School team, Charlie delivered consistent rounds of 78 and 76 over 36 grueling holes. While he finished 26th individually, his performance played a crucial role in his team's overall victory, marking their 4th state championship win. What makes this achievement even more remarkable is Charlie's composure under pressure. Competing against older and more experienced players, Charlie proved that he has the focus and skill to thrive on the big stage. This victory is not just a personal milestone for Charlie, but a testament to the hard work and dedication he's put into the sport over the years. Adding to the emotion of the win, Tiger Woods was there to witness his son's historic accomplishment. As a mentor and father, Tiger has been instrumental in shaping Charlie's journey, teaching him not just the technical aspects of golf, but also the mental toughness required to succeed. This championship win is another step in Charlie's journey to greatness, proving that he's more than just Tiger's son. With his talent and drive, Charlie Woods is carving his own path in the world of golf. Breaking records. Youngest competitor in PNC championship history at age 11. At just 11 years old, Charlie Woods made history by becoming the youngest competitor in the prestigious PNC championship, playing alongside his legendary father, Tiger Woods. The father-son duo captured the attention of the golfing world, showcasing not only their incredible bond, but also Charlie's immense talent and composure far beyond his years. While most 11-year-olds are still learning the basics of the game, Charlie was out there shaping shots, sinking long putts, and holding his own against seasoned pros. During his debut at the 2020 PNC Championship, Charlie didn't just impress with his age. He stunned everyone with his skills. His swing and mannerisms mirrored those of his father, sparking endless comparisons to Tiger's iconic early years. Charlie's poise under the media spotlight was remarkable, proving he had a natural flair for the game. It was clear from the start that he wasn't just tagging along for the ride. He was a serious competitor. The Woods duo tied for 5th place that year, but Charlie's journey didn't stop there. Each year, he continued to grow, both mentally and physically, improving his game and challenging his limits. By the following year, the pair finished as runners-up, solidifying Charlie's presence as a rising star. His record-breaking debut at the PNC Championship remains a defining moment in his young career. From shadow to spotlight, Charlie's rise, as more than just Tiger's son. Charlie Woods, the talented son of golf legend Tiger Woods, is stepping out of his father's massive shadow and creating a name for himself in the golf world. While being Tiger's son comes with fame, it also brings intense scrutiny and relentless comparisons. But Charlie is proving he's more than just a famous last name. He's a rising star with his own story. At just 15, Charlie has showcased incredible skill and mental toughness. From winning the boys' 14-15 division at the Last Chance Regional, to helping his high school team secure a state championship, his achievements are piling up. His ability to perform under pressure, even with the weight of expectations, is something that sets him apart from his peers. What's even more remarkable is how Charlie handles the spotlight. Growing up with a front-row seat to Tiger's greatness, he's learned not only the technical aspects of golf, but also how to stay composed under the intense media glare. Tiger's mentorship plays a huge role in Charlie's growth, but the young golfer is determined to carve his own path. With each tournament, Charlie continues to silence critics and prove that he belongs. His journey from being Tiger's son to becoming a star in his own right is inspiring, and the golf world is excited to see what he accomplishes next. Mental toughness under pressure. Charlie qualifies for U.S. Junior Amateur Championship. Charlie Woods, son of the legendary Tiger Woods, has once again proven that he's a force to be reckoned with in the golf world. At just 15 years old, he qualified for the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship, showcasing incredible composure and mental toughness. Competing against older, more experienced players, Charlie kept his cool under pressure, delivering clutch birdies in the final stretch to secure his spot in the prestigious tournament. This achievement is monumental for the young golfer, as the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship is one of the most competitive junior tournaments in the world. With a field of 264 of the best young golfers under 19, Charlie's qualification is a testament to his growing skill and determination. What makes this milestone even more special is how he handled the pressure, a trait his father, Tiger, has spent years teaching him. Tiger, who was present to witness his son's accomplishment, must have felt immense pride. He has always emphasized building Charlie's mental strength, often challenging him during practice to prepare him for high-pressure situations. That training clearly paid off, as Charlie's focus and poise set him apart from the competition. As he prepares to compete against golf's best young talents, Charlie Woods is proving that his name is more than just a legacy. It's a promise of great things to come. Father-son bond. Tiger Woods as mentor and caddy. The bond between Tiger Woods and his son, Charlie Woods, goes far beyond a typical father-son relationship. It's a unique mix of mentorship, teamwork, and love for the game of golf. Over the years, Tiger has not only been a supportive parent, but also an active coach and caddy, guiding Charlie through his journey in competitive golf. One of the most touching examples of their connection was during Charlie's victory in the boys 14-15 division at the Last Chance Regional, where Tiger caddied for him. Watching one of the greatest golfers of all time carrying his son's bag and offering advice between shots was a beautiful moment for fans. It showed Tiger's dedication not just to his son's success, but to building a foundation of trust and confidence in Charlie. Tiger's mentorship goes beyond the technical aspects of golf. He's instilled the importance of mental toughness in Charlie, often using little mind games during practice to prepare him for high-pressure situations. This training has paid off, with Charlie showing incredible composure in tournaments. For Charlie, having Tiger by his side isn't just a confidence booster, it's a guiding force. The mutual respect and love between them are evident both on and off the course. Together, they're proving that the Woods legacy is about more than just greatness. It's also about family. Legendary praise. Golf icons. Call Charlie a future star. Charlie Woods is already earning praise from some of the biggest names in golf. Living under the shadow of his father, Tiger Woods, could have been overwhelming, but Charlie is proving he's more than capable of forging his own path. Golf legends, professionals, and analysts alike are calling him a future star, recognizing his natural talent, composure, and hard work. Justin Thomas, one of the top golfers in the world and a close family friend, has spoken highly of Charlie's abilities. Having played alongside him at the PNC Championship, Thomas called Charlie legitimately special, praising not just his impressive swing but also his maturity on the course. John Rahm, another golfing powerhouse, admitted that Charlie's skills at just 12 years old far surpassed his own at that age. Rahm even said that with continued dedication, Charlie is destined to become a force in professional golf. Even retired legends like Lee Trevino have weighed in, highlighting Charlie's ball-striking ability and potential to grow into one of the greats. These endorsements aren't just about Charlie's talent. They're a testament to his humility and work ethic, qualities that have impressed even the most seasoned players. With praise pouring in from golfing icons, it's clear that Charlie Woods isn't just Tiger's son anymore. He's a rising star destined for greatness. Critics and comparisons, living up to the Woods. Legacy being the son of Tiger Woods, one of the greatest golfers in history, puts Charlie Woods in a unique and challenging position. While the world watches his every move, comparing his swing, demeanor, and achievements to his father's, Charlie has shown remarkable maturity for his age. At just 15, he's proving he's more than just Tiger's son and working hard to create his own identity in the world of golf. The comparisons started early. From the moment Charlie stepped onto a course, fans, critics, and even pros couldn't help but notice the similarities between father and son. His swing, his approach to the game, even his celebratory fist pumps. Everything reminded people of a young Tiger. While some see this as a compliment, it also comes with immense pressure. Living up to the Woods name means carrying the weight of one of the most iconic legacies in sports history. However, Charlie has embraced the challenge. With wins like his boys' 14-15 division victory and his high school state championship, he's silencing critics who doubted his ability to keep up with the hype. More importantly, he's doing it on his own terms, focusing on his growth and skills, not just the comparisons. Charlie's journey isn't just about following in Tiger's footsteps. It's about carving his own path while honoring the name he carries. Natural talent meets hard work. Charlie's rapid rise in competitive golf. Charlie Woods, the 15-year-old son of Tiger Woods, is proving that greatness isn't just in his blood. It's in his relentless dedication to the game. While his natural talent has been evident since he first picked up a club, it's his hard work, focus, and composure that have set him apart from other young golfers. Charlie's rise in competitive golf has been remarkable. From earning his spot as the youngest competitor at the PNC Championship at just 11 years old, to winning the boys' 14-15 division at the Last Chance Regional, his accomplishments are piling up. His recent qualification for the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship further solidifies his position as one of the most promising young golfers in the world. What makes Charlie's journey stand out is how he balances his raw talent with the discipline of constant improvement. Under the guidance of his father, Tiger Woods, Charlie has developed not only technical skills, but also the mental toughness needed to perform under pressure. Tiger's mentorship, combined with Charlie's tireless work ethic, has created a young golfer who remains calm, focused, and confident, even in high-stakes tournaments. With every tournament, Charlie continues to silence critics and prove that he's more than just Tiger's son. His rapid rise is a perfect blend of natural ability and hard work, and the golf world is eagerly watching his journey toward greatness. Future icon, Charlie Woods. Earning respect in the golf world. Charlie Woods, the 15-year-old son of Tiger Woods, is steadily earning the respect of the golf world, proving that he's more than just a famous last name. While growing up under the shadow of one of the greatest golfers of all time could have been overwhelming, Charlie is turning that pressure into motivation, carving out his own identity in the sport. Golf legends, professionals, and analysts are already calling Charlie a future icon, recognizing both his natural talent and relentless work ethic. Justin Thomas, one of the top golfers in the world and a close family friend, has been especially vocal about Charlie's abilities. Having played alongside him at the PNC Championship, Thomas described Charlie as legitimately special.
Have you ever wondered what a day in the life of a celebrity is like? Perhaps you have imagined being in their shoes and living out their lives of luxury and relaxation. But what if I told you that it's not as it seems on the surface? A glimpse into the private life of American professional basketball player Caitlyn Clark has been revealed, exposing the secret of the young woman's success and the dark sides that line it behind the scenes. From the moment the sun rises to the time it sets, the daily life of the star athlete is not what anyone would have expected. Off the court, what is Caitlyn Clark really like in real life? What kind of life does she live beyond the spotlight? Step onto the court with Caitlyn Clark, the trailblazing basketball sensation, as we delve into a day in her extraordinary life and the secrets that propelled her to the forefront of the women's game. The perfect strikes and swiftness of Caitlyn Clark on the basketball court have for long been a mystery to many and a record no other has yet beat. Though only 22 years old, for most of her life, she has moved mountains in the sports and is currently known as the most decorated player of all time in the history of women's basketball. Clark is also famous for bringing fame to the sport through her mind-blowing maneuvers on the court and a charismatic character that has garnered her own fandom. Since her college career, she has helped popularize women's basketball, a trend named the Caitlyn Clark effect. That's not even half of it. The American professional basketball player plays for the Indiana Fever of the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, played college basketball for the Iowa Hawkeyes, is regarded as one of the greatest collegiate players of all time, is the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer, and was a two-time National Player of the Year with the Hawkeyes. Her skills seem otherworldly to many, and there are curious questions eager to know about how she is so extraordinary and ethereal in court. The least bizarre question asks how she does it all, while the outlandish exaggerate she mustn't be human. The world wants to know every single detail about the basketball star, down to the details of her everyday life. And to be fair, her daily life routine does seem a little bit more unusual than normal. Like any other professional athlete, on a typical day, Caitlyn Clark's day is filled to the brim with basketball games and rigorous training sessions. Remaining at the top in such a tough sport does require a lot of sacrifices and demanding schedules. Her early mornings start with a cup of coffee, yoga, and a quick workout session to maintain her elite physical condition, which includes hitting the gym for a solo shoot-around session, focusing on her technique, working on her jump shot, ball handling, and footwork. It's definitely not a walk in the park doing this every day, but Clark has proven time and time again that she's up for the challenge. Last summer, a clip of Clark training in the off-season went viral. Her regimen included 300 shots, 100 three-pointers, 100 free throws, and 100 from mid-range. The University of Iowa basketball star has made one logo shot after another, and her coach and other fitness experts claim it's all in the physical and mental training. So what is the big secret behind her exceptional talent? How does she do it? To simply put it, Caitlyn Clark trains aggressively and for endurance. Her muscles must be able to withstand quick bursts of speed and agility and have the force needed to propel her for the perfect shots for the entirety of a game without getting fatigued. Just the thought of all that is mentally exhausting for a normal person, but there is more. She also has to train her mental resilience to maintain that level of play without losing confidence or focus when things aren't going smoothly. Mostly tailored by her team's coaches and fitness experts, these skills are crucial for making a durable athlete. To achieve as much as she has so far, Caitlyn Clark sticks to a combination of conditioning, aerobic work, and plyometrics, a group of exercises that use rapid movements to build muscle power. Squats and deadlifts, the use of bench presses to improve core strength, and drills known as intervals or tempo runs to enhance cardiovascular health are included in this routine too.
Faster than Usain Bolt, Gout Gout, a teenager from Ipswich, is making headlines around the world.
The world was stunned when, just minutes ago, new evidence was leaked, forever altering the trajectory of Gout Gout's career. The shocking revelation has forced one of the most prominent figures in the field to make a swift and unexpected decision. Gout Gout has been ejected. What led to this abrupt move? Fans and insiders alike are left questioning everything they thought they knew about the rising star. The details surrounding the leak are hazy, but the implications are massive. Gout Gout had been a sensation, rapidly climbing the ranks with every event. His talent and charm made him a fan favorite, and many believed he was on the cusp of greatness. But now, this unexpected twist leaves everything in limbo. The athlete who once seemed invincible now faces the fallout of a scandal that no one saw coming. What could have possibly led to this public ejection? And more importantly, how will this scandal affect the future of his career? Behind the scenes, tensions had been rising, with whispers about potential issues involving Gout Gout's conduct. Fans and critics alike were eager to know what had been going on out of the public eye, but no one anticipated this bombshell. Leaked evidence has not only rocked his world, but also sent shockwaves through the entire industry. This new information changes everything we thought we knew about him, leaving fans in disbelief. As the news spreads, questions swirl. Was this truly an isolated incident, or are there more revelations waiting to be uncovered? Those who once idolized Gout Gout are now grappling with the harsh reality that the man they cheered for may not be the hero they thought he was. The shockwaves are being felt far and wide, and the implications of this event could be catastrophic for his career moving forward. One thing is certain: Gout Gout's ejection is just the beginning. With the leaks revealing critical new evidence, the full story is far from over. Fans and insiders are anxiously awaiting further developments. Will he be able to salvage his reputation, or is this the beginning of the end for one of the brightest stars in the field? The evidence that shocked the world. What exactly was in the leaked evidence that led to Gout Gout's swift and dramatic ejection? The details have left everyone scratching their heads, as the gravity of the situation becomes clearer with each passing minute. The evidence itself appears to be damning. Undeniable proof that forces beyond the athlete's control have now thrust him into a scandal of massive proportions. It's a game changer, and it's sending shockwaves through the industry. The leaked documents contain critical information that puts Gout Gout at the center of a controversy that's shaking the very foundation of his career. His team, once a strong unit of supporters, now faces the pressure of covering up what could be a career-ending mistake. With everything on the line, it's clear that Gout Gout's future is uncertain. Fans have taken to social media, demanding answers, while industry leaders scramble to assess the fallout from this unexpected leak. As the truth unfolds, one thing becomes apparent. This leak isn't just damaging Gout Gout's reputation. It's causing a ripple effect that could impact the entire sector. The new evidence is shedding light on questionable actions and raising uncomfortable questions. Was Gout Gout involved in something far bigger than anyone realized? Was this leak a warning shot, or just the tip of the iceberg? The answers are still unclear, but the road ahead is only getting more perilous. This revelation is far-reaching, with implications that go beyond just the athlete himself. The integrity of the sport is being questioned, and as the evidence continues to leak out, those connected to Gout Gout are being forced to defend their association with him. How will his coaches, sponsors, and peers react to this bombshell? And will Gout Gout be able to turn the tide and reclaim his place, or has the damage already been done? In the days ahead, the full scope of the evidence will likely come to light, and the world will be watching closely. The next chapter in Gout Gout's career may be written in the aftermath of this scandal, but the burning question remains: can he survive this storm, or is this the end of the line? The rumors that sparked the fire. Long before the leaked evidence came to light, there had been whispers. Rumors circulated for months, casting shadows over Gout Gout's seemingly perfect career. People had begun to notice changes, subtle shifts in his behavior, strange interactions behind the scenes, and an overall sense of unease among those closest to him. These rumors, however, were quickly dismissed by many as mere gossip. But as it turns out, they were the first signs of something far more serious. The whispers grew louder, with industry insiders speculating that Gout Gout might not be the clean-cut star he appeared to be. Despite his stellar performance on the track, there were growing concerns about his personal life, his conduct, and his relationships with those in charge. What began as small rumors soon turned into full-blown concerns, and some began to wonder whether Gout Gout's rise to fame had been too good to be true. For those who had been paying attention, the leaked evidence didn't come as a total surprise. In fact, many insiders had been bracing themselves for something major to break. The question was never if, but when. And when the truth finally came out, it was bigger than anyone had imagined. The rumors had been the precursor to a much larger story that was now unraveling in real time. As the details of the scandal continue to emerge, one thing is clear. The rumors that surrounded Gout Gout were not baseless. They were a prelude to the truth that has now come crashing down. What had been seen as mere speculation is now backed by hard evidence, and the consequences of this revelation are massive. The truth, it seems, was hiding in plain sight all along. The impact of these rumors is undeniable, and as the truth comes to light, many are left wondering if they missed the signs all along. Gout Gout's image has been irreparably tarnished, and the world is left to ask, how did it come to this? Was this inevitable? Or is there more to the story than meets the eye? The fallout. Since the new evidence was leaked, the fallout has been nothing short of catastrophic for Gout Gout. What was once a promising career filled with victory and glory is now in jeopardy. Sponsors have distanced themselves, fans have turned their backs, and the media has been relentless in its coverage of his fall from grace. The question now is, can Gout Gout rebuild from this, or has his career been permanently damaged? For an athlete of Gout Gout's stature, the damage is more than just professional. His personal life is under the microscope, and every move he makes is being scrutinized. The once beloved star is now a target, and the pressure to maintain his reputation has never been more intense. Each day that passes without a clear resolution only deepens the uncertainty surrounding his future in the sport. The repercussions are felt far beyond just Gout Gout himself. His team, his sponsors, and even his family are all caught in the crossfire. Those who supported him through thick and thin are now forced to face the uncomfortable reality of the situation. The leak has exposed more than just Gout Gout's mistakes. It's also brought to light the vulnerabilities within the system that allowed such actions to take place. Industry leaders are already taking steps to distance themselves from Gout Gout. Some are calling for a complete overhaul of the way the sport is governed, while others are simply trying to save face. But one thing is certain. This scandal has forced everyone involved to confront uncomfortable truths about the world of professional athletics. As the pressure mounts, Gout Gout faces a tough road ahead. Will he be able to salvage his career and repair his damaged reputation? Or is this the beginning of the end for a once promising athlete? The next few weeks will determine his fate, and the world will be watching to see if he can rise from the ashes of this scandal. The legal battle looms. As the truth about Gout Gout's actions slowly unfolds, the legal repercussions are starting to take shape. What was once a career characterized by victory and public admiration is now tangled in a web of legal uncertainty. The leaked evidence has set off a chain reaction, and now Gout Gout is facing mounting legal pressure. The leaked documents have already been reviewed by lawyers, and it's clear that this won't be an easy fight for him. Gout Gout's team has hired top-tier legal representation, but even the best lawyers know that this case is no ordinary lawsuit. The evidence is damning, and the fallout from the scandal could lead to more than just personal consequences. With his reputation shattered and public opinion turning against him, Gout Gout could face fines, suspension, or worse. Legal experts believe this case could set a precedent for how the industry deals with misconduct. The legal battle isn't just about the athlete himself. It also involves the institutions and organizations that helped elevate Gout Gout to stardom. Sponsors, event organizers, and even fellow athletes may be called to testify, each adding another layer of complexity to the case. The ripple effect of this scandal is far-reaching, and many are starting to wonder if this could lead to a full-scale investigation into the larger practices surrounding track and field athletes.